Hi, my name is Heather the Heat Hardy, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
This is Amanda the Real Deal Serrano, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Hi, I'm Courtney. And I'm Janita. And you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
What's good, YouTube? You already know what it is. It's your girl, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one.
So, 4-division world champion, superstar boxer, Adrien "The Problem" Broner, says that he believes his friend, unified welterweight, WBC, IBF world champion superstar boxer, Errol "The Truth" Spence Jr. is just too big and too strong for undefeated WBO welterweight superstar boxer Terence "Bud" Crawford when they have a showdown. And he also stated that he believes that everybody is overlooking Errol Spence, but he says, my boy's gonna come back even stronger than he was before. Just watch, he gonna put on. So, this is the biggest fight in the sport of boxing currently right now. Like I always said, the biggest fight at one point in time was Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua, when both were reigning undefeated world champions in the heavyweight division. And as the heavyweight division goes, so does the sport of boxing. So with that said, that was the biggest fight. But we saw Andy Ruiz Jr. upset the apple cart when he dropped Anthony Joshua 4 times and ultimately stopped him in the 7th round. And then we saw Deontay Wilder as a recent take on Tyson Fury, who's undefeated in his own right. And then Tyson Fury ended up getting a stoppage victory in the 7th round when Deontay Wilder's team threw in the towel. So with that said, that fight is not the biggest fight in the sport of boxing currently anymore. The fight is undefeated welterweights Terence Crawford and Errol Spence for unification. Now, what even made the fight with Deontay Wilder Anthony Joshua huge is due to the fact that that was for undisputed. This fight is for unification, but the implications are slightly less than that fight, right? But with that said, a lot of people are speculating, and there's a lot of debating going on of who's going to win the fight and who wants to fight and who don't want the fight, right? So, Adrien Broner did a live, and he obviously was asked about the fight, and he just feels like Errol Spence is too big and too strong, point blank and period. He says for everybody in the division, that meaning Terence Crawford, right? So he's favoring Errol Spence to win the fight. We see Terence Crawford wasn't too happy when reigning WBC junior middleweight world champion, who's also a friend of Errol Spence Jr., Jamel Charlo, said that he favors Errol Spence in the fight. He likes Terence Crawford. He's a good fighter, but he's favoring Errol Spence to win the fight. Terence Crawford wasn't happy, didn't take too kind to that, in which Terence Crawford told him to shut the blank up. He said he's just gonna have to teach him as well, and don't make him come up to his division and show him that Lions, which is the mantra of Jamel and Jamal Charlo, the twins, are world champions. Lions only. So he said, don't make me show you that lions are not the king of the jungle. So, Terence Crawford wants his just dues. He wants his credit. And he wants to fight with Errol Spence because he wants to prove that he is better than Errol Spence. So, but Adrien Broner, who had a back and forth with Terence Crawford, they're not strangers to going back and forth with one another. Feels like Errol Spence is going to be favored to win the fight. He likes Errol Spence's size and his skill set to be victorious against Terence Crawford. We know Errol Spence and Adrien Broner had a very glorified sparring session in which everybody stated and feel like, there was a lot of talk and reports that Errol Spence knocked out Adrien Broner in sparring. Some people said Adrien Broner was knocked out on his feet. Some people said it never happened. But nonetheless, we know they sparred, and it didn't. Most people feel like it didn't go in the favor of Adrien Broner. So with that said, Adrien Broner has an alliance with Errol Spence, and but Adrien Broner is a pretty honest dude. So Adrien Broner would, if he felt like the other guy, he would favor the other guy. Even if he had an alliance with him, I think Adrien Broner would just say that it was a tough fight. With that said, Adrien Broner is favoring Errol Spence just off of the sheer size and skill set. Say just too big and too strong for Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford has a lot of skill set, and Terence Crawford has the ability to make adjustments. So we just have to see how the fight plays out, because Terence Crawford also fights in the southpaw manner, in which the same stance that Errol Spence fights out of. So they're going to be looking in the mirror. But Terence Crawford has the ability to switch and fight orthodox if he so chooses. Right? Terence Crawford is the recent day Marvin Hagler, right? We see Marvin Hagler used to switch stands, orthodox and southpaw. He was comfortable in both stands. And recently, Terence Crawford is the version of Marvin Hagler. He can switch stands. So, you know, is that going to be a problem for Errol Spence? I don't know. There's a lot that people are wondering, and that's a lot that this is what makes it so intriguing. This is why it's the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. So let's see how this all plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Hey, this is Jasmine. Thank you for watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, soy Jasmine. Gracias por ver Sangre Azul Deportes TV. Gracias.